So I'm Faye, and I'm here with Joanna Isabel,
Hi, I'm Joanna Isabel.
And we're in front of the Italian embassy.
Yes.
Can you tell us what we're doing here, Joanna?
Well, we're protesting because fascist laws coming up in Italy are denying lesbian mothers their rights. Italian prosecutors are sending petitions to courts to remove the names of lesbian Italian mothers out of the birth certificates of their children. The law allowed for both mothers, the biological and her partner, who usually go through processes of in vitro fertilization with anonymous donors, to both be registered as mothers. And suddenly, Miss Maloney decided that no, that the mothers do not have a right to be a mother. They are leaving hundreds of children without a parent all of a sudden, without all the needed parental rights to protect their children, to safeguard their children, to pick them up from school, to make medical decisions upon them. And all of that is just absolutely unacceptable. I mean, equality is for all, and all families need to be respected, and lesbian families need to be respected as any other family is.
Yeah.
Family is love. It's not boy parts and girl parts.
Yeah. Wow. And can you tell us about this flag?
This is the flag of Club Sappho. Club
Wow.
Sappho is an organization that defends the rights of lesbian women in Portugal. They work towards our visibility and empowerment, and they've been around for a while, since '96. So a lot of good work has been done by Club Sappho in the defense of LGBT rights and all lesbian people. And I say people because lesbians are not just women. There are non-binary people out there, trans women out there who also are lesbians and need to be respected as such.
Can you also tell a bit of what you want or your intention for this gathering and this manifestation to be?
Well, my intention is to bring a light upon this outrage and also to wake the people up. I mean, there's been a wave of fascism. It's not just far right, this is fascism coming back in force in countries actually that were ravaged by fascism. It's like people don't remember anymore what fascism did to them, how much blood ran in the streets, how many people died, how many atrocities were committed in the name of fascism. And it's rearing its ugly head again. And we need to wake up, we need to protest. I mean, fascism will never be again. I mean, we will rebel, we will protest, we will argue, and if we have to fight them in the streets again, we will. I mean, like Dylan Thomas said, do not go gently into that cold night. I mean, rage against the dying of the light, and we will rage against the dying of liberty, against the dying of democracy, and against fascism in all its forms.
Because it does seem like the sleepiness of fascism today, like how it's manifested, it seems like it's going kind of under the current. And so it's like, because it's maybe not so, people aren't saying like, we are the fascists, like, la la la, or like, we are this group, although they are essentially forming in these fascist organizations.
Yes, they are.
What do you feel is causing people to remain asleep to the actual, subterfuge of our rights? Especially the LGBTQ plus community.
I have to blame governments today. I mean, they've disengaged people from participating actively in political life. They've kind of made us unbelieve what they do, as in they're all the same, no matter who's there, they're doing all the same, they do what they want, they don't care about us, they don't listen to us. And that malcontent that is growing is being taken over by fascists. Many people are unaware of history, and culture. They're uneducated, and they're fallen prey to easy songs that are absolute bullshit. I mean, Maloney fought for the family. Yeah,
Whatever that means.
yeah. Well, people like the word "they're fighting for families." The thing is, she never said she was going to be homophobic and fascist about families. We knew that was going to happen because we know what party she comes from and we know her background, but most people didn't. Now she's making decisions that are not going for popular vote. She's making decisions out of the perch she's in. People gotta wake up, because you think this is going after lesbian mothers, and you think, oh, this is just gonna affect lesbian mothers. Tomorrow, this is going to affect gay parents of all genders. The day next, this is going to affect everybody in some way or form. Whenever you go out after our personal liberties, whenever you deny us our equality, you're undermining the basis of democracy. And sometimes people fall asleep because they think this is not affecting me now. But it is. Like, for instance, in the United States, there was a law that said that you cannot wear clothes that are not gender conforming. But it was sold to people like, no, this is about drag queens, and drag queens are the worst, and they're the number one reason why our youth is going astray. Like, it's not guns that's killing them. No, it's not the policies that are denying them their food and their health care and their minimum rights. No, it's the drag queens. Like, bullshit. But okay, so people kind of let that pass. They didn't vote forward, they didn't vote against, they just let it pass. Like, okay, this is just for drag queens, doesn't affect me. The thing is, the way the law is written, cops could go tomorrow into a grocery store and arrest every woman there shopping in pants. Because it just says gender non-conforming, and what the hell is gender non-conforming? Who decides that? Who decides clothes are gendered and what gender one clothes has that the other one doesn't? You know? So people are they're too stressed. Life is too difficult. They're worried, I don't make enough money. Housing crisis is rampant. What am I going to eat tomorrow? What am I going to feed my children tomorrow? So if it's not hurting them right now, it's not a priority. And they are taking that. They're making us desperate in the hopes that we will not stand up and fight for each other. That as long as it's not affecting us, we're going to let it slide. And it'll come to a point in which one lets it slide, the other lets it slide, the other lets it slide, and when we wake up, the majority is standing alone because it's slid so far that nobody has any rights left. The thing is, we need to stand up even when we are too preoccupied with just surviving. And we got to recognize that the reason we are just so preoccupied with merely surviving is because of these governments who are doing nothing to protect the people they're supposed to represent. And they're just feeding economy, they're just feeding big business, and they're treating us like like slaves. They're treating us like manpower. They're treating us like workers with no rights and not like proper citizens. And they should. It is not right that someone who works their full hours cannot afford a roof and food, cannot feed their children, cannot provide proper health care. And that is distracting us from anything but survival. We are in fight or flight mode, and we do not notice many of the egregious things that are being done to our fellow humans. And that is what they're counting on. But we need to stand up. We need to rise up, and we need to rebel against this. This can never be again.
So just a question popped into my mind.
Yeah.
If Miss Giorgia Maloney were here witnessing this, and maybe she had the courage or the confidence or the willpower to speak to you, what would you want to say to her?
Well, she wouldn't, because fascists are cowards. History has proven that. But what I would tell her, it's unlawful. It's disgusting that you as a mother would deny other mothers their rights to be a mother. That you are endangering children, and this is not said lightly. She is endangering children and denying children their family just to look good and just to push forward an agenda that has no place in modern democracy, has no place in Europe, has no place anywhere in the world.
Yeah, nor in any place in humanity.
And she is hurting children to do that. That is disgusting. It's immoral.
Yeah, it seems to be this where it starts, huh? It's like it starts with this idea of the child somehow. It's like the way to kind of indoctrinate modern society is to going to the child.
The thing is, you're not protecting children, you're hurting them. I mean, stop the bullshit. When you're denying a child one of their parents, you are hurting that child. There's no way you can justify this any other way. To say this, no, we're protecting the traditional family. What's a traditional family? There's never been such a thing as a traditional family.
Let's make another one.
I mean, families have existed all over the place.
Yeah.
They're done of people who love each other, even if they're not married. They're done of friends who commune together. They're done of two men, two women, two whatever gender people they are, whatever age they are. Families are made of people who love each other. Families are made of two, or made of three, or made of 10, or made of 5. They're made of polyamorous families. They're made of monogamous families. They're made of unmarried families. They're made of people who love and stand by each other, not of people who genetically donate material to
So
be.
it's time. It's time. No, please, it's okay. It's okay. Interrupt.
No, we're going to ask
Okay.
if we're ready to start.
Nice.
We'll
Yeah.
wait.